All right. Now, Kenya has one of the most vibrant e-commerce ecosystems in Africa and has shown steady growth. It is estimated that revenue in the Kenyan e-commerce market could hit over 200 billion shillings by 2024. Now, during the COVID-19 lockdown period, even more businesses have decided to open up online shops, and expected is that e-commerce in Kenya will further accelerate and grow. Joining me now is Sam Chapate, CEO of Jumia Kenya, an e-commerce platform that has seen tremendous growth during this pandemic. Sam, thank you so much for joining me. You certainly are one of the big benefiters when it came to this pandemic. When you take a look at the growth trajectory compared to last year to now, of course, this year, 2020, what are your observations in terms of the growth spurts?
Thank you for having me on. It's been an interesting year for e-commerce in Kenya. It's been mixed, to be honest. We've seen, the e-commerce deliveries for restaurants take a big hit as restaurants were closed in the evening meals over lockdown. On the other hand, we've seen explosion in the sales of certain categories, in particular the everyday essentials. Your food products, your unga, your sugar, your rice have been doing very well as people are trying to avoid supermarkets and markets and ordering from home. Products in beauty have also done very well. People start to take more care of themselves at home. So it's been a real change in behavior.
Certainly, there's been a lot of excitement around e-commerce here in the country, and even though it's still pretty nascent, you're seeing it attracting attention from the taxman. And there's been a lot of concern and questions around what the digital tax, the impact it will have on the e-commerce sector. In your view, what will it actually do?
I think it's a difficult one because the government needs to fill its budget obligation. So we're very cognizant of that. I think that the key question is, when is the right time to focus on the e-commerce industry from a tax perspective? Companies like Jumia are locally registered, pay taxes in Kenya already, and it's very early stage for the industry, as you mentioned. So do we want to tax the industry heavily today? Or do we want to allow it to grow and to create a lot of jobs in the process? I think the digital taxes in themselves are going to affect mostly SMEs, the young companies, young entrepreneurs locally. And so, the key question to ask is the industry here to unlock job creation, SME growth, which we certainly hope that it is.
Certainly. And when you look at food deliveries have really gone up, especially on the food apps. I know Jumia released a food index recently just to show some of the ordering trends and habits of Kenyans. What trends surprised you the most from that index?
The biggest change was that people started ordering from supermarkets a lot more than they were before. So we've seen sales from orders from places like Carrefour jumping, but also independent butchers, people ordering water for the house, sodas for the house. So the orders of the non-restaurant meals have grown very quickly. And then, we've seen people ordering from the big restaurant chains as well.
Sam, thank you so much. That's all the time we have.